You're there.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Perfect Recipe by Amethyst. Welcome to Small Kitchen Cooking by for the beginners. I'm sorry, I'm a little frustrated right now. It's been a busy day and I've got a late start, so I apologize for that. Should the light be on?
Which light?
The ring light?
Oh shit.
Okay, I knew there was something missing. Okay, so for today, I am going to be making some appetizers that, as most folks know, this Sunday is Super Bowl, and I'm wearing the colors of my team. You get one guess as to which one it is, red and gold. So, but some people are going to be having get-togethers and maybe a potluck with some food. But what I wanted to do was make some different appetizers that you can take to, and they hold up very well. That you can take to your potluck or to your gathering with your friends. So, what we're going to do today, I'm going to be making Gruyere cheese puffs, and those are good. Um, and these are called Nancy's muffins, but it's not my recipe. It's from a woman I used to work with many years ago. They're lovely, and these are easy recipes to put together. You just put them all in one bowl, plop them on an English muffin, and you're done. Goes into the oven. 30 minutes later, you're done. And we're going to be making shrimp toast. So I thought that might be something different to do. So I thought, let's go ahead and do that. The first thing it's going to take a long time, though, are the Gruyere cheese puffs. And it does have some, yeah, it does have a lot of ingredients, but it's easy enough. So what you do, my oven is already preheated to 425 um, to do because the actual shrimp toast and the muffins, Nancy's muffins are like 30 minutes, not even 10 to 15 minutes in the ovens. But this is going to take about 30 minutes, so I want to get these going. So that's what I'm going to do. First thing is I need 1 cup of water. Oops.
I am fumbles today. Holy crud.
Okay, to get my measuring cup, 1 cup of water. And I'm going to use the filtered water I have here. We have a Brita, and I just like to have fresh water, so. Okay, let me get a bowl. I don't know how much this, actually, I've never made this recipe before, but it looked really good, and I thought you guys might like it too. So I'm going to put these aside, get them out of the way. I have no idea how much this is going to make. So, okay, butter and flour. Okay, I don't even need a bowl for this. So I'll move that out of the way.
You bring it out and you don't even need it.
So 1 cup of water goes into your saucepan, a medium saucepan. 6 tablespoons of butter cut into small pieces. Sorry about this, guys. I really am. I'd like to be a lot more organized, but I'm not. So I'm sorry. It's just been a really crazy,
Yeah,
hectic day.
even behind the scenes, she was getting ready.
Yeah, last minute, yeah. So I already have my trays with the English muffins for the shrimp toast and the Nancy's muffins. It's hard to describe these. You have to see the recipe. It's really good, but I have these all ready, so I'm going to set these aside. Then I'm going to cut 6 tablespoons of butter into pieces. There we go. 6 tablespoons is already measured on the butter cube, so just go ahead and set that aside. Take off the wrapper. Into the sink there. There. And just go ahead. It doesn't have to be a perfect slices or cubes. Just have to get into smaller pieces. And I think that's to help with the melting, more even melting. Because sometimes you'll have some things that'll melt and cook faster than the others, and then by the time your butter melts, the rest of it will be overcooked. So, that's what I think this is for. I never really stopped to think about the reasoning behind some of these hacks, but this one seems to make sense. Okay, so we'll put the butter in with the pot here. I'm not going to turn on the pot yet because I don't know what else is required yet. This is, again, a brand new recipe for me. There. Okay. I need some salt. And this is asked for 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. So, got my measuring stick out. Yeah, 3/4 a teaspoon. So I'll just use one. There. Just use 2 of these teaspoons. I'll get there, guys. Again, please forgive me. I'm just really having a day. I'm having a day.
She's actually a lot more organized than this.
Yes, I am. And ask for 3/4 teaspoon of black pepper. We'll have that right here. There, that's the end of that. Because some already missed the measuring spoon and already went into the pan. So
Oops.
that happens sometimes. That's not unusual. That's not unusual. Okay. So combine water, butter, salt, and pepper in a heavy medium saucepan. Bring to a boil over medium heat. Add flour and then stir vigorously with the Let me read the directions, the ingredients to you. 1 cup of water, 6 tablespoons butter cut into small pieces, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 teaspoon black pepper, half cup flour, 1 tablespoon Dijon mustard, which I don't have, so we're going to be using mustard powder, 4 large eggs, and 1 cup coarsely grated Gruyere cheese. That's what this is. So let me go ahead and break my eggs up. And it's okay if they split up like that. That's fine. Because it's all going to get mixed into this thing right here.
By the way, for you folks, a little upcoming thing with the cheese. A little bit of advice, which we've learned: don't trust delivery when it comes to a specific type of cheese that you want to do.
No, it's not the delivery. No, it was the shopper. Probably didn't have anything. Didn't have what I was looking for and needed to substitute. So probably the shopper. Okay, so I'm going to turn and let this come to a boil.
Well, it's still part of the whole delivery deal.
Yeah. And my wooden spoon wasn't where it's supposed to be. All right, just kind of let this.
Hey, you put the stuff away. I just wash it.
I know. I'm totally fine. It was me. Okay, so while this is coming to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and get the flour ready and the other ingredients ready. Because it's asking for a half cup of flour. See, this is what's great about having a small kitchen is that it's all right here. Now here's my flour.
She's got a house load of flour. Literally. I couldn't resist.
Okay, half cup. Use your dry measure. Okay, half cup. We'll have this ready for when the time comes for this. Because this is going to get beat into this. And then these eggs are going to get beat into that one at a time. I've made pot au choux before many years ago, and that's what this is. This is a pot au choux. P-A-T-E space ah, and then choux is C-H-O-U-X. So that's what we're making it, just a pot au choux.
No, honestly, that sounds like pot a choux.
French.
Yes, but the way it
Okay.
sounds as if a certain...
Okay, so I'm going to be interested to see if this works out for me. You might do better with it. Okay, half cup flour. After the combine water, butter, and salt and pepper in a heavy bring to a boil or medium heat. Add flour and stir vigorously with a wooden spoon until mixture forms a smooth ball. Continue stirring for 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, the butter's melted. Got the water. Has to come to a rolling boil. And the reason why I wanted to do appetizers, not only to honor the game, the Super Bowl game, but because I know that sometimes you're going, you want to bring something different to a potluck or a get together to watch the game, and excuse me, I'm sure that everybody's going to have their the wings and the whatever, and the chips and dip and all that stuff. But I thought, let me try something different. Do this. Okay, now this is the first time for me, so here we go, guys. We'll put in the flour. Stir it in first. It's all in there. Okay, okie dokie. Now we have to beat this wooden spoon. And it's going to look lumpy until it starts to dissolve. And just go ahead and get the lumps that you see. Just brush them up against the side of the pan to break them up. Okay. So this is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be pulling away the pan. So it's supposed to form a ball. Looks like slime to me. But then I could be wrong. Somebody else might have a different opinion, but that's what it looks like.
No. It looks like, yeah.
All
I'm not
right,
going to
here we
argue
go.
with you on that.
Now we're getting it. And what kept me busy this afternoon and not as prepared as this as I would like, now it has to cook for 2 minutes, is that I had a Zoom interview, job interview earlier this afternoon, and then a phone interview later this afternoon, like an hour before this was here. So, okay, now. Okay, continue stirring for 2 minutes until a film forms on the bottom of the pan. Remove pan from heat and then beat in mustard, eggs, and it is one at a time. So, okay. Well, one more minute here. Okay, we're getting into get a film on the bottom. Almost there. That does look like slime. And the hardest part about this recipe, I think, is the stirring. It just involves a lot of arm work. Okay, here we go.
Ooh, getting a workout.
Yes, I am. Okay, we're going to take this off the heat, and we're going to add our mustard, which is right here. Since I don't have the bottle of Dijon, we're going to have to use this. And it's really just to get the mustard flavor. Let's see how this goes. I'd be interested to see how this goes. Okay, we're going to add eggs one at a time. Okay, mix until, and this actually may not work. Okay, we may wind up trashing this recipe because I don't think it's the eggs are scrambled here. So, see, and this is what happens when you don't prepare. See, this is supposed to be forming a ball, and actually what it's doing is just forming scrambled eggs and flour and water butter. So this is not going to work. So I'm going to set this one aside. I'm sorry, everybody. This is not going to work. You can tell right now. See, the eggs are scrambling. They're supposed to blend in, but this is too hot. And the eggs are scrambling. So this is not going to be good. I'm going to set this aside. And
And no offense to your cooking skill, but that was starting to look like sludge.
it was looking like sludge, yeah. So we'll go ahead and put the eggs out of the way here. Now let's get on to the fun. This was good. I mean, I'll try it again and another time. Let's get on to the fun part here, okay? Now, Nancy's muffins are this. Put this over here. Okay, so what you need for is 1 cup of mayonnaise, 1 cup cheddar cheese, 1 small can chopped olives, ½ cup scallions, 1/4 teaspoon curry powder, 1 package Thomas's English sourdough muffins. Mix together, plop on bread, bake at 400 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. That's the recipe. So that's what we're going to do. I'll move this out of the way. And I planned this so well last night. I was just I had everything ready. I knew what I wanted to do with you guys, and I just this. Okay, this was the cheese that I bought the other day for the Welsh rarebit, but I didn't have the toasted bread, the bread to toast. So we're going to use this for this. Okay, so we need. I wonder if that'll fit in there. I'm going to worry about that. Okay, we'll use a dry measure for this. We'll use one cup of mayonnaise. And I make these simply because when I was many years ago, probably about 20, 30 years ago, when I first, actually 20, when I started working at a previous employer, they would have breakfast every Friday morning. And people would bring in, one person was responsible for bringing in savory, another person was responsible for bringing in the sweets. So a woman I work with, it's absolutely fabulous. Okay, that's 1 cup. She made the best deviled eggs, and she made these muffins. And they are addicting, and I love them, so that's why I'm making them, because I want to taste them. Again, it's been a while since I've tasted these. Okay, leave that there. Leave that there. Okay. Okay, then 1 cup of cheddar cheese right here. I use my 1/2 cup measure for this.
Also, while she is doing that, we'd like to actually thank our new followers. We are actually up to 10 followers of the 50.
Yes.
Apparently, the follower goal only works while you're actually live. I
Okay.
didn't know that.
So yeah, so if anybody wants to follow, click on the follow button on Twitch. That will help. You don't have to be here for every broadcast or every stream. Just hit the follow button. It goes towards the matrix. Then just go. You don't have to come back at all. Just follow. That's all we need.
But to
Okay.
be honest, I mean, you do cook some good stuff that people can actually
Yeah.
do themselves.
Yeah, so now I have the chopped olives. Okay, we have the 1 cup of cheese, 1 cup of mayonnaise, a small can of chopped olives. Okay. Okay, there's that. And then a 1/2 cup of scallions, which I have here. They've already been washed by the produce man, so I'm not going to worry. And use the green part of the scallions.
What's wrong with the white
If you
parts?
want, the white part is good too. I was actually going to use a little bit of both. So just cut off the ends here.
Can't see it.
Sorry. Put that there. Thank you. Okay, there.
There we go.
Okay, good. Yeah, just cut off the ends. Just cut off enough for 1/2 cup. And they're going to roll all over the place because they're round. That looks like it's good enough. And you don't really have to have strict measurements with this recipe. I like onions, so I'm going to put all of it in. So I just want to be sure that for future reference, if I cut off enough. And I did.
The one thing which I like about your cutting is that it's not
Okay,
one of
put
those
the
things
onions in there.
where they expect it to be certain consistency.
Hmm.
I mean, you are a home cook. You're not a celebrity next level chef or master chef
Yeah.
type deal.
And the master chefs are awesome people. I learned a lot from them. Everybody's at that level. I know I'm not. So Then just mix it up. It's really a very easy recipe. Okay, that's it. That's your mixture. Now you get your English muffins. When my friend coworker said plop, she really meant so. Put that right there. Take a scoop, your bread, plop, plop. This could use a little more, don't you think? Plop. Kind of spread it out a little bit. Maybe not so much. It might be because these things do spread, but when the cheese melts. But boy, are they good. This about 8 muffins, half muffins, but I'm only doing 4 today, and it's because I'm being very generous with the mixture. If anybody has any comments, please feel free to comment in there. I mean, I would really love to know what everybody thinks because I'm so all over the place right now. I feel terrible. I'm giving you a good stream. That's what I feel like because it was one of those days I did not expect to happen. And maybe that's a good because, you know, life happens. And this is good because the 2 interviews I did not expect to have. One of the interviews they had this morning or this afternoon at noon, I was expecting to talk to a recruiter. No, I was talking to the client. I was actually talking to the actual employer. I didn't know that. My recruiter didn't tell me that. Okay, so this is going to go into a 400-degree oven for 15 minutes. Okay, there's that. Just like now, the next one is the shrimp toast, and I like shrimp. It's not to everybody's taste, but I like it. So I just thought, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and make shrimp toast just for this. And it's just something that people may want to eat, may not, but
Or might
I
not be
enjoy
able
it.
to.
What?
Or might not be able to.
Yeah, they might enjoy it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse off my spatula here. Okay. And get the rest of the mayonnaise out of here. What's left in this jar of mayonnaise is equals a cup, so I'm not going to worry too much about measuring this.
I was going to say.
Yep. See, this is how far off I am with everything today. I just keep forgetting where the cameras are. I'm just forgetting things that I need. They're still in the refrigerator. I need to get them out of the refrigerator, and it's holy cow.
You're physically here. Mentally is another situation.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring myself back in. So I'm sorry. Okay, that's the end of that. I'm gonna rinse that out and throw it into recycle. Now, shrimp toast is 1 cup, 1 can shrimp drained and washed, which I already have the cans. 1 cup mayonnaise, 1 cup Parmesan cheese. So I have mayonnaise here. Let me get the shrimp. And I know I'm making this look crazy, but it's but these are really good and worth the effort.
Yeah, a bit of a side note. If you're going to open up a can that's got liquid in it, make sure you do it over the sink.
Yes. And I'm going to have to get another can. I'm glad I did that because that can was bent and it's not opening properly. So it's just as well. Okay, and what am I doing wrong here? I can't get these cans open. Mm,
I heard the hiss pop.
yeah,
That's what you want to listen for, is the hiss pop.
yeah. Okay. By drain, you don't have to drain the colander, just drain it with the top of the can. Just drain this. Just go to your sink, drain it. That's what it means by drained. Now, canned shrimp is different than fresh shrimp, is that it's got more of a shrimp smell. So you're going to want to be prepared for that because it will smell like shrimp and not the fresh shrimp. Although this is perfectly good, the shrimp in here is perfectly good, perfectly edible, it's going to smell like shrimp. Okay? So we're going to put the shrimp in the bowl here. Okay, there's that. Mix that up. And we're going to add a cup of Parmesan cheese, which I have here. I'm going to use my dry cup for this. This is a half cup, so just 2 of these. Lumps and all. Okay, chopped green onions, which I have right here. We'll chop up some more and put them in. And the onions do make a difference, so try not to leave them out of the recipe. They really do make a difference flavor-wise. Okay, there's that. And then just mix this up like we did with the olive cheese mixture. Okay, there. Now, the pan for the shrimp toast. And we're going to plop again. So here we are. Again, this will make a full, size, 8, English muffins. Now, the recipe calls for you to cut the English muffins into quarters first, and then, put the mixture on top. But that doesn't work because you'll have little tiny, tiny bits everywhere. So you cut these after they're cooked, after they're baked. Now there is a little bit more here, and the reason why it doesn't look like there's enough for, 8 muffins is because I'm just, really piling it on. Okay, and this goes into the 400-degree oven for another 15 minutes. So we'll put that down there. Then I'll add 7 minutes onto this. This has 8 minutes left for the um, olive and cheese muffins. But I'm going to leave it at 8. It has 8 more minutes. When it reaches 8, I'll pull those out, and then I'll add another 7 minutes for the shrimp toast. But I had planned on doing much, much more.
Unfortunately, certain things ended up conflicting.
Well, yeah. I mean, The pot of shoe did not pot of shoe.
No, and it was a really good shoe too.
Mm. Okay, so what I'm going to do while we're waiting for all this to cook is, if you don't mind, I'm just going to chat with you guys.
Well, technically, it is listed as just chatting.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Whatever. But
Oh, you should show them that towel. That is actually a really cute towel
oh, we have 4 of these, and
for the kitty lovers out there.
yeah, for the kitty lovers. Let me clean up the, because you know me how much I don't like dirty counters. I'm always doing this. Okay, yeah, we have a set of towels, and this is what it reads. If it fits, I sits. Am I close enough?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. If it, and even if it doesn't fit, I've seen them sit.
Yeah.
And we have a couple more here too that I think are fun. All you need is love and a cat.
Damn right.
Yep. In our case, we have 3 of them.
Yes.
And then there's this one. One. In this house, cat hair is a condiment. Don't be surprised. As much as I work to, keep the cats out, doesn't always happen.
No.
This one is made from scratch. This is my favorite. So we got those for Christmas, and I just love them.
Yeah, they're actually really adorable.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, here's something if you have leftover. This is these are the kind of dishes, the shrimp and the olive cheese. You can actually put those into containers and put them in the refrigerator, and you can use them later, which is what I'm going to do.
Just rule of note, if you guys happen to have a ton of stuff in your fridge, just make sure not only do you put it into the proper containers, but you label those containers as well.
Well, I'm not labeling my containers.
I'm like with tape, basically something you can remove off the container.
I'm not labeling my containers. I don't have the labels. It's just that simple.
But I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah. And these muffins actually that are in the oven now, they actually keep very well. They can stand at room temperature all day and not go bad, because everything's already cooked. So you don't have to worry too much about that. Oh, let's play a game of Can This Snap Closed? You want to do that with me? You want to help me over?
It's a hell no, we ain't closing.
Because it is. This is how. Ta-da! I did it. Oh, I'm so proud. Aren't you proud of me? Got him to snap. You are out of here. Go, go.
Whing!
Yeah. Get out of my way. I'm just going to put this in there.
Now, a little reminder, folks. Even though Amethyst started a bit late tonight, my stream, which is still filmed from literally the same house, will be in a couple of hours, still at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But for Amethyst, make sure you hit that follow button so that way you can know. Keep it.
Yeah, you don't have to stay with me. You just hit the follow button and then go on about your business. There's no obligation for you to stay and watch unless you want to see me all over the place, which is happening.
Right. And a lot of people, what they do is when they hit the follow button, even though I see the names on here, more than likely they're, even though it's a visual thing part of the time, they're using it as a podcast and just listening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, I had cut up this Gruyere cheese. I ordered this from my local grocery store. They delivered it to me, and I asked for a brick of Gruyere. This is going to be for the pups, so I can grate it. They didn't send me grated Gruyere, a brick of Gruyere. They sent me sliced Gruyere. So I had to cut it up into cubes and pray to God that this would actually make it into the recipe. But since the recipe now looks like this, ugh, it's
Yeah,
gross.
it went south
Yeah,
fast.
yeah, it did. And that's something about pot au choux. It will go south. If you're not on top of it, you will go south. And if you're not into it as much as you could be, like me, I'm just so distracted today. So I'm going to take this Gruyere and put it in one of these little cups here, and then use it another time. I'm going to practice with that recipe and see if that will work. So the top that did not work just did decide not to cooperate with me. I was having a little fun here. This is the top. It actually fastened shut here. This is
Because
just
I wanted to
this
be on the
today.
cheese.
This is just my day to day. I
Yeah,
swear.
that lid say, I wanted to be on the cheese.
Well, it got its wish. Okay. So we have 2 minutes left for the olive and cheese. So I'm going to wait for that. Another thing that I was looking at making, but if this is any indication of how my day is going with the pot au choux and the Gruyere cheese puffs, I was going to make a molded crab slash shrimp dip. And this would include 1 can of crab drain, which I don't have. So I had shrimp here, 1 cup celery chopped, 1 cup onion chopped, 1 cup mushroom soup, 1 package unflavored gelatin, 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, 1 cup of mayonnaise. The way my day is going this afternoon, I would muck that one up too. So I will do this another day if you like. But these are just recipes that I've collected over the years from newspaper clippings. People have told me their recipes. I just type it up and put it here. But this is the Nancy's muffins. This is one of my favorites. It's my favorite. And it wasn't named for me. That's the name that it came with. God, 20 some odd years ago.
If you guys happen to have any questions or comments, please feel
Yeah,
free.
I'm just kind of getting things out of the
She's
way here.
all over the place today.
I really am, and I'm sorry for that because I usually do better. I usually do better. And I think you've seen it. It's just today just kind of caught me flat-footed. I'm just everywhere. I'm sorry. We're just waiting for things to cook right now, so I'm just getting things out of the way so that when it does come out,
We can see the
we can see it,
delectableness.
and then we can, cut it. So I'm going to wash this knife here real quick.
I know you guys are out there. I can hear you breathing.
I had so many great visions of how this was going to go, and it just did not work because at the last minute I got called.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to add 7 minutes onto this. Oh, no. Okay, so let's pull the okay. That is what the olive and cheese muffins look like.
Wow.
They are delicious. And see them bubbling right now. The cheese on the it's almost melted on the outside, which is, by the time it cools, it's all going to melt together. This, you can trust me on this one. It will melt together. Holy cow. But we have to let it set for a minute or so. And um, then we'll cut it into quarters. And then you can put that on a tray and take it with you, serving tray, and take it with you to wherever gathering that you're going to. I should have just stuck with these. I'd be less embarrassed. Actually, I'm going to move these up here to the top rung. Okay. Now, one of the things I find with this oven, it's a gas stove and oven, is that because I'm in such a enclosed space, I worry about the heat and how high this oven gets. I very rarely get it up past 375 or 400, but some recipes call for that, and I had to remind myself, don't be afraid of heat. Don't be afraid of the stove, or keep an eye. Of course, show proper respect for fire, especially open flames. But don't be afraid of heat. You can always open doors and windows. I have a window right here I can open. It opens out into the common area of where I live. And I don't know that my neighbors would like to be on this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. So this looks pretty good. I'm going to get my trivet here. I just put this here so that I can cut it. I don't need the butter anymore either, do I?
No, you don't.
No. Okay, well, I'll put it away after this. Okay, so just take a knife. It looks like it's ready.
Sorry about that.
And I had a plate out here. This is my makeshift serving plate. So just grab your knife. Is this cool enough? Yeah, it's cool enough. And just cut it into quarters. And actually, the longer this sits, the better. It's perfectly toasted. Okay, so come on, come here. This is what it looks like.
Not quite there on camera.
How's that? Better?
Yeah, now we can see it on
Okay, this is what it looks like. So just cut it up in quarters and put it on your serving platter. But this is very hot, so if you're not used to heat on your fingers, don't do this. But I am. I'm used to it, so. In fact, I'm just going to, so I don't cut up my cut marks on my tray here, my baking dish. I'm going to cut it on here. And sometimes you just have to get in there and throw it. So this one is, I'm going to eat this one later and put it over here. You don't want to serve that to your company. And I know that you guys will do a better job with presentation than I did. So, and I'm actually, what I'm doing is I'm killing time until these things are ready in 2 minutes.
Yes. Like I say, chat, if you guys have anything you want to comment on,
Yeah.
ask, you name it.
I'm sure people have, their days too,
Yeah.
where it just, it just ain't working. Life is just not working.
I can just see the people saying, yep, nodding their heads.
Yeah. So I'll set this one aside and wait for the other to come out in 2 minutes. So this is where I would expect the professional cooks to come in and help school me on how to do this properly, help teach me, because they are great people. They know their stuff, and I can learn from them. But I'm not doing too well with this. Okay, 1 minute. So one of the things that I like about YouTube is that we can edit with YouTube. When we're live streaming, what you see is what you get, and if it's a mess, it's a mess. You can't really edit that out.
Although it does make for better content.
Maybe, yeah. Okay.
See, that's the one thing which a lot of people don't get. And it's like, yeah, you can take half a dozen takes on it and then edit the best ones in there and everything. But with the live stuff, we like getting the pure reaction right then and there.
You like it.
I remember one streamer that I watch occasionally when he was going to do a reveal on his thing. I wasn't able to be there for that, which I was upset about. However, when I asked him about it, because he posted the whole thing on his YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
When I asked him about why he didn't do the reveal that he was going to do, he says it was better off if you were there live. The reaction would have been better.
Ah, okay.
So I've actually followed that ever since. It's like, yeah, we'll post it afterwards, but being there in the moment is more special.
Yeah, yeah. It's just I would feel differently if I were having a better day.
Yeah.
No, I feel good about the interviews. I really do, but it's just wasn't how my day was meant to go. And I'm old enough to know how to manage a day that goes sideways. I'm just not doing it now. I'm out of practice, I guess. Maybe. All right, shrimp toast is done.
Yeah, those are what we call the clippable moments.
That's what your shrimp toast looks like.
Mm.
Now you don't have to cut these up. You can, serve them like this. These really do have to cool pretty well, but you can bring them to your party like this if you want. Whatever works for you. But I have to really let these set before I do anything else with them. So, but that's what the shrimp toast looks like. I turned off the oven. Okay. Okay. So that's all, folks. Please, again, forgive me for being so disorganized. I'm not normally like this.
Yeah.
I'm not normally like this, but I just had some monkey wrenches thrown into my day. Good monkey wrenches, but still, I know I can do better, and I will. So thank you.
So basically, some last minute stuff that nobody was ready for,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
end result is it tossed us a little off.
It tossed me off kilter a little because it takes time to get all this prepped up, and the equipment was in the office, and we couldn't get in there to get it because I was on my interviews.
Yeah.
it was just apologies. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it.
Remember to hit that follow button and make sure that the bell stays on.
Yeah.
If you're over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and then ring that bell for notifications.
Yeah.
We will be back again next Wednesday,
yeah.
at the actual time of
Yes.
between 3:30
Yes.
for when we're going to be on. And it's not going to be as flustered as it was today.
No, it won't. I'm sorry about that. The reason why I'm here is because I wanted to share this with you. And I gave you my word that I would be here on Friday. So I'm here. I'm not at my best, but thank you for understanding, everybody. Okay. And again, you don't have to follow me. I'll be there all the time. Just hit the follow button and then go about your business. You don't have to watch. I'd appreciate it if you did, but you don't have to.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
we will see you guys
Yes.
next Wednesday. And I will see you guys in a couple of hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
See you
Okay.
guys then.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening, good day, good morning, wherever you're from. Thank you, and a great weekend.